Abbie, it's hashtag away this weekend, but just before we head across to Essex, obviously you've had a couple of days off since that last game in the County Cup against Plymouth, but what a game to get some momentum to go into hashtag with.
Yeah, it was a fantastic game, fantastic performance. Reflecting back on it now, as I said on the night, I think it was as close to a complete performance as possible. And I don't have any doubts that it was. Reflecting and watching it back, watching our analysis of it, we did everything that we asked the girls to do. Our intensity was there from the start, and I'm confident if we take that into this weekend, we should have a really good game on our hands.
We've played a number of close games recently where there's maybe only been a goal in it. So how nice was it to see your team flex those goal-scoring muscles?
Yeah, really nice. And nice to see the goals shared between the group as well. I know, obviously, Sophie and Sarah get such plaudits for their great work that they've done. And obviously, Sophie's leading that goal-scoring chart at the moment. And obviously, Sarah got a hat-trick, which she thoroughly deserved. But to see the likes of, Ishbel scoring and Beth Everson getting her goal as well, it was just fantastic for us. They work so hard in training week in, week out to get those rewards, and sometimes their performances on match days are superb, but they don't get the goal or the assist that they want. So it was really nice to see a variety of goal scorers, and there was many more chances in the game where we should have scored more as well. So really delighted to have a lot of goal scorers, an array of goal scorers going into what will be a really challenging fixture this weekend.
One of those goal scorers was Zoe Watkins, who we announced earlier today will be leaving the club at the end of the season. I mean, you could put her in legendary status for Exeter City, the amount of years, the amount of games she's played here. Can you even summarise your thoughts about her?
I mean, I couldn't summarise in a short spell, because that girl deserves a lot of credit for what she's done for this football club. Scored one of the most iconic goals for this team and this club. Is all round fantastic person and a player, and it's obviously a shame that we'll be losing her. But it is what it is with football. Players come and go, and she'll certainly be remembered as an Exeter City legend, that is for sure. And we need to make sure that we give her the send-off that she thoroughly deserves at Watford as well, to make sure that she does go down in history for, like I said, one of the greatest goals, but equally a fantastic servant to this football club.
Maybe some of the team's newer supporters might not know the importance of that goal against Argyle. Could you sum it up?
Yeah, if I remember rightly, it was a semi-final County Cup game at St James's Park, in front of then what was our biggest crowd of just over 1,300 people. Late in the game, we were trailing the game 1-0, and Zoe Watkins scores in possibly 70th, 80th minute a nice equaliser. Trademark Zoe Watkins goal now when I think about it, attacking the box, making that third man run late, and she got a great touch onto a great cross and finished, and then we've kind of never looked back as a football club. We've gone from strength to strength. We went on to win that semi-final. Abbie Bond making some great penalty saves. Zoe Watkins scoring in the shootout as well. So it's just elevated us. It really took us to new heights. It was obviously a great win against an Argyle team, a fantastic Argyle team as well at the time, with some really great players. It really put us on the map in the Southwest, and just really gave us that belief that we could go on and be the team that we are now today.
And she's one of those players as well. I mean, there's a couple that have progressed with us, not since just Tier 4, but since Tier 5 as well. I think she almost symbolises the progression of Exeter City women. She
does, and that's why I can't just summarise what she means to me or what she means to this football club, because she's so much more than that. She has really been here since day one, and it's been a fantastic journey that she's had with us, and I'm sure she'll go on to continue playing football and creating her own memories. But yeah, what she's done here at Exeter City is nothing shy of fantastic, and she is definitely a legend. So we wish her well, and we thank her for her service, and as I said, can't speak highly enough of her.
Obviously, before she leaves, we've got 2 games left to play, starting this weekend away at hashtag. It's the last away trip of the season, and possibly couldn't be a tougher one.
Yeah, exactly that, Charlie. They're unbeaten at home. A fantastic record that they've got. They're still in with a shout of the title if they win their remaining games and results go their way. So we're under no illusions that this weekend is going to be extremely difficult for us. But it's exactly the games that we want to be involved in. 2 games to go. We could almost be on our holidays already, mathematically safe. Looking at the cup win that we've had, we could be going into this game not looking at too much, but actually this group of players wants to challenge, wants to finish as high up as we possibly can. If we beat Hashtag and we beat Watford and we have really positive performances, who knows where we could finish, so we are going into the game with full intentions of really trying to cause an upset, and I think it would be an upset if we come away with anything more than a point. We're going there to really have a go, and impose ourselves on what I think personally have been the best team we've faced this season. I think the game at Coach Road, they were absolutely fantastic with 10 players, and it's going to be a real test for us on Sunday.
As we speak tonight, they're facing their own County Cup final, whereas we've had a 10-day layoff maybe since the last game. Do you think that'll make a difference at all?
No, I don't think so. I think momentum's fantastic in football, and if you can bounce from one game to the other, especially if they have a positive result tonight, they'll be looking at Sunday with, hunger in their eyes, going out again, off the back of a good result. So, but then equally, the rest has done us fantastically well. It's been a long, grueling season for us. As I keep saying, we're a small squad that needs to take the rest when we can. We had a few knocks on the cup final night, so it was just about making sure we manage those bodies, and thankfully we have done. It's going to be a case of whoever has a stronger game on the day. Both teams are incredibly talented, so it's who masters their plan the best on the day, I think.
How is your squad looking? I noticed you didn't have a substitute goalkeeper on the bench against Argyle in that cup final.
Yeah, Liv's heroics in the ISFA, where she had such a great run out. She just had a bit of a sore hip from her penalty saves, so we just decided there was no need to risk that in causing any potential injury to that. So there was no need for that. So Abbie Bond obviously played and played well. Other than that, we're looking okay. There are one or two that we need to monitor tonight and just maybe have a little lighter load. Looking to go into the Sunday game with a full squad.
And we're speaking outside as well. I mean, the sun's shining up. Obviously, you only get a few evenings like this later on in the season, but it must be such a great boost for the squad being out here training while the sun's still out. Yeah,
it's another glorious night down here. We had Tuesday night being able to train earlier as well. Certainly helps the morale of the group, as you've said. We've got another training session on Saturday up in Sussex ahead of the game, just because it's such a long journey for us. We just want to make sure that legs are fresh. How can you argue when the sun's shining like this and you're playing football? So hopefully the girls have the same mentality tonight.